The Warriors came into today's game pretty much set in stone as the 10 seed, and with the G League side still pulling out the win late, I want to focus on Klay Thompson's blistering performance, where he scored 25 points with 6 threes in just 20 minutes. In my opinion, his shooting stroke is the key to the Dubs' potential playoff success, so let's break it down. Klay has averaged more than 23 points in the month of April, and some of these shots he just wasn't making earlier in the season consistently. Here on the drive by Wiggins, the Jazz defense collapses, forcing him to kick it out to the wing on the weak side. Low-key, this also shows growth on Kuminga to immediately go towards the dribble handoff action. Thompson first jabs towards the baseline to move Juzang, but Kuminga's handoff also acts as a pick. Utah did not communicate on this on-ball screen, so it's great to see Klay shooting this shot with utmost confidence, even with a decent contest. These were the shots he was breaking more often than not early in the season. Here we have a spread pick and roll with Thompson and Looney, and the Warriors get an on-ball switch. Klay isn't the best at isolation, but credit Potts for running towards the ball and setting a ghost screen, where he acts like he's going to set the pick, but actually runs straight past. This hesitates Lofton for just a half second, that was all enough, as Klay reads the mismatch with a slow-footed big man and gets dribble penetration. With Bazley making the correct rotation over as a low man, this is still a tough reverse layup, but Klay still puts it in. We know Klay and Trace have formed a solid connection over the last few months. Here Bazley is giving Klay his weak left hand and towards the baseline. I'm unsure why, unless he was confident there would be help behind him, but once Thompson gets past him, this forces Potter to rotate over. Unfortunately for Utah, no one was helping the helper, and this was an easy read for Klay and a dump off pass to TJD for the low-key facial dunk. These next two plays don't need much analysis, but are quintessential fast break plays that Golden State runs, where the ball initiator takes advantage of a defense that is not set, with the intention of finding a trailing Klay Thompson the entire time. These are all classic 2-on-1 advantages, but we're not surprised here with the defense of a G League Utah team. Both passes force long closeouts that do not affect Klay Thompson at all, and these are the OG Warriors fast break threes. Even on this, the guards do a great job switching the on-ball pick and roll, and Pods gets another steal and creates a fast break. It's a cardinal sin for defenses to not pick up either splash brother in these type of situations, and with Pods running and causing havoc, Jackson Davis actually completely misses Klay for a couple seconds here. But even as he kicks it back out to the left corner, this forces a long closeout by a big man not used to running out to the perimeter, and Klay was already mentally loaded into this catch and shoot 3-ball. The Warriors ran a beautiful classic play for Thompson the first possession in the second half. With stagger screens for Wiggins to attack with his right, we see this action often with one of the Splash Bros. The Jazz don't switch the first pick, but Klay Thompson slips a second screen, and this is one of the examples of why modern NBA offenses are so hard to guard. Even Juzang pointing for the on-ball switch. This slight miscommunication as two guys double Wiggins forces a long closeout by the Jazz, as Klay waits for the defense to jump first before shooting a perfect reload 3. With the Kings blowing out their game and the Lakers up by 20 on the Pelicans, the Dubs pretty much were locked into the 10 seed no matter the result. With Yurtseven posting up a smaller Klay and thinking he has a mismatch, Thompson is deceptively strong and effective against guarding bigger guys. He no longer has the quickness to stay laterally with shifty guards, but here he's able to predict a spin move and pull an Andre Iguodala and slap the ball out to create a turnover. On the other end, you can tell Chris Paul was intending on fighting Klay the whole time. With Yurtseven on him, CP3 also sees Keontae George's position of not denying nor sticking super close to Klay, so the correct action is to run a simple dribble handoff. This action acts as a screen as well, but with George trailing far and Chris Paul's man used to playing a drop, these actions are super effective to get shooters like Thompson a clean look to knock it down. Let's run another Klay Trace action with CP3 handling the ball. Screened by Jackson Davis and Johnny Juzang's chasing over, but because the play before where Yurtseven was caught in a drop, this time he wants to prevent the 3-ball and comes up super high to show and leave his man. This is a next level counter and chemistry by the two, and TJG predicts this and slips early to get a rolling start. Klay was always on the same page and he makes an instant lob pass for the wide open alley-oop layup. There you guys have it. The Warriors locked up the 10th seed after missing their best chance to bump up to 8th after a loss against the Pelicans. Playing a G League Jazz team, Klay Thompson wrapped up his night early in the third quarter after putting up a highly efficient 25 points as the first option. With an away playing game against a Sacramento team without Monk or Herter, I believe the biggest X factor for the Dubs' playoff success will be if Klay shows up with his shooting. When he is clanking and putting up low quality shots, they essentially count as turnovers, but if he is smart with his shot selection and makes the extra pass to create openings for others, I can see the Warriors making it to the playoffs as an A seed. I hope this is not the last breakdown I make for you guys this season, so appreciate y'all coming along with me this journey so far. Let's keep it going and looking forward to making another video Tuesday night. If you guys like this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.